so quiet. Nobody here. It's a little bit embarrassing to talk. Anyway, hello dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Sunday, it's very hot. So I decide to look around the local area. So here I am in Fremont, Washington Township Historical Museum, Washington Township Museum of History, local history, and it's so interesting. Usually they do not open on weekend, but once in a month they open during weekend time. And last night I was checking it, and it was perfect. It's opening. So I come here to take a look. It's fascinating. Now let's see the details. Okay, let's get in. This is a kind of one-room museum. And here is Washington Township, and now I think it's called Fremont, and it composed of Alvarado precinct, Alvarado precinct, Dakota precinct, Niles precinct, Centerville precinct, Newark precinct, Irvington precinct, Mission precinct, and Warm Spring precinct. Okay, so Washington Township was actually started in 1853. That is about 4 years after California becomes a state. And it was very, very much larger. And it includes many other places. And it separates, or it's on the border, there is Pleasanton, Santa Clara, Eden County. But anyway, those areas, these big areas, actually used to be Washington Township. I do not know how they changed the name into Fremont, City of Fremont, and City of Union City, City of Newark, cities, Union City, Newark, and Fremont. And I am logical or administrative districting of this area, and we will just see something that I can understand. Artistic rendition of the paleontologist time of this area, and they have discovered these huge mammal animal bones in this area. I have never thought about it, and this is in Irvington. I just came back I passed by Irvington. There is a Sunday farmers market, very interesting. There is no any trace of these old animals' natures. It's a complete new living area with a lot of residents. Yeah, so these are some antiques and collections. So when I was growing up, it's about the old time people growing up, their life, their habit. So this is weighing the baby bed. And this one is a collector collection of bird eggs, from ostrich egg to little pigeon to little eggs. I find it very interesting, right? And they found this ostrich egg, and they tried to nurture it or incubate it, but there is no electricity, and the barn owl is a kind of owl. The owl and the pussycat, the barn owl does not sit on it, did not sit on it because it's too large. So it's never came into alive. They collected, so these are the collections. And another person collected these buttons. How interesting. I collect spoons. Not really collect. I do not pay too much attention to it. Just when I have spoons, I put it in, and I have stopped because there's not really so many new and different spoons for me to collect, or I did not pay attention to it. I just do not have space for it. And but collecting something is a very fun hobby, right? So these are the spoons one person collected, and this is some of the old life. This is the Kodak camera. This one is a photo album. Teacups. Look at this teacup. How fancy. So yesterday, our family, we was talking about the photos we use to have old photo albums. And my father will print it out, develop it, and then put into a photo album. Now with digital camera, with cell phone, we do not even know what we have. If you have cell phone that keep in the cell phone, it's okay. But if you have 20, 30 years of life, you cannot always put into the same cell phone, and you put into a CD card, a memory card, and then you forget all this. I think it's good to have a photo album. So here is the old school time. This one is about the old school time. You can see the writing is so beautiful. That's the light is not enough. And the some of the school toys. And I have seen one thing, the punishment. At that time, there were lashes. So physical punishment was still a thing at that time, right? Now, with our increased level of civilization, we do not allow physical punishment. So boys and girls playing together, they get 4 lashes. Fighting at school, sure. Quarreling at school, gambling or betting at school, playing at cards at school, climbing for every foot over 3 feet up a tree so you don't climb up the tree, and telling lies, telling tales out of school. Oh, so you should not talk about what is happening at school. Does it mean that? Giving each other ill names, give bad names, give nicknames, swearing at school, misbehaving to girls. Ooh, misbehaving to girls. That's a 10 lash punishment. That's one of the hardest, right? The most strict, most severe. So people people do respect girls, respect women, and in the old way, for drinking spirits and liquor at school, it got 8, a little bit less than misbehaving to girls. I think this misbehaving is not a small misbehaving. It must be a big misbehaving. Making swings and swinging at them, on them, I do not know that. For wearing long fingernails. If you wear long fingernails, I am totally for it. I just disgust about long fingernails. And nowadays, people have long fingernails. It's just so ugly. Misbehaving to person on the road, going to girls' play places, girls to go to boys' play places, coming to school with dirty face and hands. You should be clean, right? I remember when we go to school, and in winter time, so the teacher does not knows that girls usually do not have that much problem. It's that particular 1 or 2 or 3 boys at school the teacher has some hard time with. Okay. For calling each other liars, for wrestling at school, for vetting each other, washing at playtime, that I do not know. Scuffling at school, what is scuffling? Scuffling at school, for going and playing about the mill or creek. Here there is a mill and creek on this side. I think this is Mill Road or not Mill Valley. There is a canyon creek. For going about the barn and doing any mischief about the place. I think this must be a neighborhood thing. The school is close by to the creek, to the mill, to the barn, so they might be sometimes got complained by the owner or by the residents of the surrounding. I find it very, very interesting. Yeah, this one. So the school box, I love this box. I have another habit that I collect boxes, these metal boxes. I just do not have place for it. I actually have one that looks like this, exactly like this, but in a different design. Now this painting. So this is Washington High School.
Communities decided to combine into cities, and so the people that were doing the project at that time looked at Newark. The people who lived in Newark wanted their own self-determination, so they split apart from that group, and Newark became a city of its own. And then Fremont became about, I think, 6 or 7 of the townships combined into Fremont, Mission, San Jose, Niles, Alvarado, or I'm sorry, not Alvarado, but Niles, and then Centerville, Irvington, so forth. All those became Fremont.
And Union City?
Union City was Dakota and Alvarado. Yeah, they became their own city. With those 2 communities.
Maybe because some of the idea and organization does not fit into one.
I'm not sure about what the Union City, what their reasoning was.
Okay. keep on the name Washington Township?
Well, Washington Township was all of those smaller communities.
Yeah.
And so when those communities combined,
Yeah.
they decided to make a city, and so they had to have a name. So they named it Fremont after there's, I think it's a John C. Fremont. Newark Castle in Scotland, because the gentleman was here doing surveying. Mr. Robertson was here doing surveying, and he was from that area, Scotland area, Newark.
Oh. Union City? I don't know.
Again, I'm not. I'm not sure.
How long have you been here?
I've been in this area about 58 years.
58.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Living in the same house.
So you see the change of the city. It's
lots of change. Yeah. I was on the Newark City Council for 42 and a half years.
Oh.
And the last 11 of that was as the mayor. So I'm a past mayor of the city of Newark as well. Yeah. I've always had an interest in history.
Yeah.
And so this allows me to participate at a level that I enjoy. The museum had no representation from Newark, although it was Washington Township. So I basically became the first Newark resident that became a part of the museum here and their board of directors.
Is there a plan to make this museum a bit bigger, change a place, build a building, something like it?
It really is, and there is, as far as I know, and that has not happened. So people really enjoy coming here and seeing this, and the museum is just one part of what the museum does. Yeah. Because we have programs for the school children. Yeah. I think it was over 1,200 children last year went through our museum programs. We manage the Adobe up a little bit away from here, a couple miles from here. The Adobe Rancho Higuera, and they have displays and also they take the children up there and they learn about the early America, the Indians, the Ohlonies, and how they lived during that time. Oh,
is that still open?
It's open. It's not open right now.
Today, okay.
Today, but it is open sometimes during the week.
Yes, I have checked it. I will need to check it. That's so interesting. Yeah. I feel this place, if we make it into a historical house or something, will be wonderful.
Yeah, and they have several places like that in Fremont. You know, they have the Patterson Ranch. I don't know if you're, or the Patterson House. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Where is it?
At Patterson, the Patterson House. Are you familiar with the Patterson?
No.
Oh, well, you're missing a.
Okay, I will go there.
Okay, yeah, that's a really, it's a nice area.
Okay.
And the house has been restored to its original condition.
Wonderful.
George Patterson was an early Newark resident.
Yeah.
The Patterson house and grounds were in Newark at one time.
Okay.
And then through a land swap in the 70s, Newark acquired 5 square miles of Fremont, and Fremont acquired the 72 acres with the Patterson Ranch on it.
Okay.
But the Patterson, they have the grounds there. They're open during the week and the weekends.
Okay.
And they have a kind of a railroad there, railroad artifacts and farming.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I'm going there. Yes.
For 10 years from my normal, regular profession, and then 4 years from the city of Newark, where I was the local mayor at that time.
And you are almost full-time, I heard you.
Now I work at I volunteer at the Viola Blythe Community Service Center, which is in Newark, and it's an emergency food pantry, which gives food and clothing to people in need. We gave last year served over 21,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and it grows every year, sadly, sorrowfully so.
Yeah.
But we're there when they need us, and you can't buy anything at the Viola Blythe Center.
Oh.
It's all given to you, you know, whether it's diapers or toiletries, food, clothing, you know, things that the basic necessities that people need.
Why do you do that?
Well, I belonged to the JCs years ago, and the JCs have a creed that I really try to live my life by. And the last line of that creed is that service to humanity is the best work of life. And so when all else is said and done, I think helping other people is why we're here. You know, I think that's the reason you know, God put us here to, you know, help our neighbors.
Yeah, that's very touching. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.